Yes, there is such a thing as permanent damage. There are those people that no matter how hard you try, no matter how much you tell them, no matter how many times you try to guide them and mentor them, they're just damaged beyond repair. And at some point, you have to come to the realization that there is no fixing them. There is no point. There is no goal. There is no possibility of you reforming someone. For someone to be reformed, for someone to be taken off the wrong course of life and put on the right one, they must be willing to be put on the right course. A friend of a father's son comes to mind. That I tried so hard. I mean, you could see the guy was misguided. You could see the road that he was, taking is gonna lead to nowhere. And God knows, I've tried in the best way that I know. I gave him my best. But instead of learning, instead of listening, not to just advice of me, advice of everyone else, he would argue, just like a typical sign of someone who's failing in life. You try to tell them, hey, this road you're going leads to nowhere. And instead of learning, instead of listening to the advice, collective advice of everyone that's telling you something, and saying, hey, if everyone is saying there might be something to this. No, he would say, oh no, he would think you have ill intentions and you really want to take advantage of me, or you really want to point me in the wrong direction, or you really want to you really have bad intentions in your heart. But if the person had nothing to be taken advantage of. But this is a typical example of someone who's argumentative and just beyond repair. There's no other way to describe it. Unfortunately, a sad analogy that you use is when a vase is broken. Yeah, you could use the best of glues and the most best skills to put it back together, but the cracks will still show and everything. Well, this is a case of vase that's been broken and crushed. In the medical field, when sometimes the bones, sadly, are too crushed as a result of a trauma, of an accident or something. They're too gone to even be fixed with titanium plates and screws. They're just too far gone. So they have to amputate. And that is the as my departed old dear friend Jim would say, those are sad facts of life. So the moral of the story, I hope you're not one of those people. If you're on the wrong course in life, and if more than one person has told you, has indicated to you, and remember, those who tell you are your real friends. Those who keep quiet and silent and not say anything, they're not your friend. So if a collective number of people are telling you something, listen. It's your life. And you don't have to take the advice of one person, but listen to the collective advice and take the one that makes most sense to you. And the acid test, I love acid tests, because they're foolproof. Best acid test is, remember, you cannot argue with success. And you cannot argue with failure either. If something you've been doing, has failed in so many ways, maybe you should change your ways. All the best. Signing out from Paris, France.